Hello, friends. There's something that I want to share with you briefly today. And I believe some of these issues are timely and equally important for our benefiting. I want to touch on credibility. Credibility has become a major factor in society today, where at the least provocation, a person can be reduced from the greatest hero to the greatest villain, where you can raise up in the morning as the honorable, and then by noon and evening, you end up in the gutters just because of your credibility in the eyes of men and your honorability in the sight of men and of God. So, what is credibility? Credibility is your acceptability and your believability or believableness in the eyes of the masses as a result of your integrity. And of course, integrity, we all know to be know how trustworthiness you are, how truthful, how honest, and how much people can rely on you just on your words and your actions alone without having to put in any collateral or any other thing that will, you know, sell you out to the individual to be acceptable or believable. So it is very important in any realm, dimensions in society that we find ourselves in. So before we say someone is an honorable man or honorable, where the word came from, people use in political parlance. This is born out of the word or the true compositions of your integrity and your credibility inside of men. So when we say someone's an honorable man, for instance, biblical referencing, we look at people like Jabez, look at Job, look at Joseph, who we all know and acclaim widely as honorable men. They were true to their word. They were men of valor, truth, and honor. It means they stand by their word is their bond. When they say it is morning, it's morning. When they say it's evening, it's evening. So in politics, these are things that we look out for. Society, leadership, these are things everyone looks out for. In marriage, in relationships, and in commerce and trade, especially in business, one thing that everybody looks out for within a person, within his associates, within his customers, within his business contacts and other issues. These are things that we all look out for when dealing with people. That is why we treat ourselves with certain people in business because not only because they fail upon honoring their obligations, but because of a protracted period of a build-up relationship, which shows a person to be dishonorable. And so by so, they're not going affected that the person loses his credibility in your sight. So credibility, fun fact is that it is gained. You cannot sell yourself out to people that are credible. You must prove to them beyond reasonable doubt that you are credible. And so credibility is attached to a person's reputation. And reputation is built. Men can deceive you, especially sycophants, praise praisers who lack either the effrontery to say the truth to your face. So in leadership, in positions of power, in relationships, and other things, family, especially when it comes to dictators and what do you call it, authoritarians, people who are their followers lack the ability to speak the truth to them. So in the long term, it's like a ship end up shrinking and caving into the bottom of the bottomless sea, and everyone, including the leader, the followers, die together with him. I'm raising this issue because it is not only in politics but in society as a social gatherings and our meetings and our social communications, we realize that society is fast falling and matters of such issues has become of dire concern that need to be touched on and talked about. I may experience foul play from men in a larger sense, someone attaching my credibility, speaking ill of me. For instance, before you say someone is a sick person, a madman, for you as a judge, pronounce a judgment on a person, say you are guilty, sentence a person to death or to prison, make a person pay for offenses that they haven't committed. Before you raise a hand against an individual, before you attack a person's, you know, reputation in public, this is what you are doing to the individual. You are not only killing his reputation in the eyes of the world, it is not being done on purpose and you're not aware of what you're doing. This is what you are doing indirectly to the individual. You are breaking down faith that he has with people. And you're not only destroying him in your own sight, but you are attacking him and destroy everything that he has life and built for practically all his whole life. So there are these fun facts that are about credibility. And the first one is that credibility is gained, like I indicated. It's earned. We work for it. We build it up as you live among society, as you live among men. While you are moving and working and doing everything that you're doing in life, people are watching you. People see even what is done in secret and in dark. It's very important that you must uphold yourself before men at all times. But nonetheless, there are some people too who, despite everything that you do, can still attack you, which has become the repugnant situation that we have society today, where people have become created a new, career for themselves, become people who attack people's credibility, and defamation has become the new career of the day. Defamation simply is you saying what is not true about another person, attacking a person's integrity in the eyes of men, and ruining that integrity and reputation solely because either you have an ill faith or desire towards the person, or the person has caused an indirect or direct offense to you. Based on that, you have sworn within yourself to attack the individual and destroy his reputation. It is far worse crime than any other thing that can ever be committed in the world. Because it's not only about you attacking the individual or destroying him, but you are also encouraging and influencing masses and doing that in the eyes of the public so that they cannot see the person for who he truly is. Imagine a person going to a doctor and the doctor pronouncing to the person, you have HIV, when the person indeed has not. This could be a medical mistake which can happen. I've worked with medical practitioners literally for almost several years, and these mistakes do happen. This is just a scenario I'm painting. You didn't end up there when the person came to confront later because he had evidence to show contrary to that. You still built on because you want to maintain your reputation in the eyes of the world. Still, not only that, you submit to false information and antagonism and built up false information. So by a minute, a two, a day, a three, a month, this issue has now escalated in the public eye. Everyone now stigmatized and attacked the person being an HIV patient. And typically in Africa and the rest of the world, the stigmatization and the whole issue that comes with sexual illness. The person's reputation is completely ruined, and in an instant, you can fall from that highest peak where he is to a very ground where you are put the person. Some may even end up out of shy and the shame and the pain, commit suicides, and others in a whole lot of issues that comes up. Hence, it makes it important that we look at such matters. Another fact about credibility is that people can see through you, no matter who you are. So take note. Your credibility, like I said, is also attached to your reputation and it's linked to your honor. So if you have no honor in front of men, you don't expect to have credibility. I want to paint a picture to you. Before then, remind you, those of us who are in Ghana, of an issue, an accident will happen. Not to remind the masses of the situation, especially the deceased widow of one of our former army majors by the person of Army Major Mahama. His whole life came to an abrupt end in a single day because someone defamed him. And in the moment, influenced others. It was a mass hysteria, large scale defamation within just a moment. Kromfu, a real armed robber, he's a thief, he's a criminal, he's a murderer. By just that small statement, whole community of people in a certain area in Ghana called Dentro Boise came together and lynched that innocent man to death. I may not know the facts on the ground, but this is just to paint a picture to you how dangerous this issue was. So he experienced a mob action. He was lynched to death. It was so gruesome. And there were pictures and information of such matters on this issue, circulating all around. So you can check on it and find this information. This innocent man, like I said, lost his life painfully. On the morning, he said hello, kissed his wife goodbye, his children hugged them, going to work. And by evening, phone call that reached his family and his wife is that her husband has not faced an accident, has not fallen ill and died, has not been shot in the duty, in the act of his duty, has been falsely accused of being a thief and a criminal, being an armed robber, and was linked by state society. He was sent to protect and work. I cannot bore you more with other scenarios, but just not to waste your time. Just need to get the picture of what it is. People chooses to defame others. So this is a word of caution to you, those who have made it a profession of defaming people and creating mass social hysteria through false accusations and maligning others. But ruin a person's reputation, here's what you do. You take away his integrity. And when his integrity goes, there goes the person's credibility. And you weaponize yourself and the masses, supporting you to destroy an innocent life. But you don't wanna die. You want a piece of the sky, but you don't wanna say, please don't stop. In the scriptures, in the good books, is the same thing about people who live lives. It's better for you than the stone tied around your legs going to nothingness in perpetuity. Die painfully than for you to appear before him in the kingdom of God during the last day when he is raising judgment on all mankind. It shows how important it is for him. And people take chance and advantage of their positions, either by divine mandate and authority or by elected legitimate authority that's given through law to individuals, or by just social contact and communications and social relationships. A momentary or inspirational moment that will grant you such access to be either a witness, beneficiary, a benefactor, or having the power, that instantaneous moment to make pronunciations on individual. So be a judge, be a policeman, be a security personnel, be a traditional ruler, be a public servant, be a school teacher, authority, a health inspector, or public health person, or a medical doctor, be a pastor, be a church. What you say about another person, another individual, another ministry, another pastor, another leader, or a lay member, the way in which we take about such matters and destroy lives of people is very important. And we might take note of this because today, I'm finding out now, a word to the wise. It's always enough. My advice to you, lastly, is this: it is a public spectacle that gives rise to your offense. It is no sin when you say the secret. It is only and only when people have seen what you have done and it's brought to the light, maybe filmed and shown to the world, as some people do these days. People know who they say you are. Your deeds will never be known until it comes to light. So when you make it the profession of attacking others, think twice. Tomorrow will be your time. Peace be with you.